Hello and welcome. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how you can create a roulette table in Power BI. So let me show you how this works. So you can see here at the top, I have a point system. You get points for getting the exact number correct, points for a group of 12, which would be either the first 12, second 12, or third 12. Points for color, points for half of the numbers, so either 1 through 18 or 19 through 36. Points for odd or even, and then you have an area where we total up all the points. So what we'll do to play the game is hit the refresh button, and it will generate a random number between 1 and 36. So let me pick some sections here. So I'm going to say the next number is going to be 1 through 18. Let's say it's going to be first to 12, and I'm going to pick the number 10. Press the refresh button, and the number is 28. So I got 0 points because I wasn't in this area. Let's try again. So the number was 8, and I scored 5 points because the number 8 is between 1 and 18, and it's between 1, or it's the first 12. So if you'd like to know how to build a roulette table in Power BI, stay tuned. So here I have a blank Power BI report. I'm going to show you the data that we're going to bring in. We have 8 worksheets. The first worksheet has the numbers 1 through 36. The second worksheet has a group of 12. Third worksheet has odd or even. Fourth worksheet has the half of numbers. Fifth worksheet has the colors, black or red. The sixth worksheet has the black numbers, or the black numbers. The seventh worksheet has the red numbers. And the eighth worksheet has all the numbers. So we're going to take all these worksheets and import it into Power BI. Let me move this over. So here we have our blank worksheet, or a blank Power BI report. I'm going to go to the Transform Data button. It's going to take us into the Power Query Editor. I'm going to go to New Source, Excel Workbook. Select the Data Workbook. I'm going to bring in all 8 worksheets. So the first worksheet, I'm going to rename it. I'm going to call it number selection. Second worksheet, I'm going to rename this and call it group selection. Notice here it says column 1. I'm going to select it and go to transform. I'm going to say use first row as headers. So we have the group of 12 as our header. The third worksheet, I'm going to call this auto even selection. Do the same thing. Choose use first row as headers. The fourth worksheet, I'm going to call it half of numbers. Choose use first row as headers. The fifth worksheet, and rename that. Call it color selection. Call this worksheet black number. Call this worksheet red number. Don't believe we need this worksheet, so I'm going to delete it. Now what we need is we need to create a function that will generate a random number between 1 and 36. So I'm going to go to the Home tab. Blank query. I'm going to put in this function here is the random between 0 and 37. So it's going to generate a number between 1 and 36. And it's going to round it. So I have the round function surrounding the random between function. So right here it generates a random number. So we have 25. I'm going to convert this to a table. We rename the column, call it number picked. So you see each time we run this, it's going to generate a random number between 1 and 36. That's what we want. I'm going to rename the query, call it random number. Let me ensure that these are actual numbers. So we have numbers as a data type. Just go through each one of these. Number. That's a number. Make sure. Yes, it's a number. Go to the Home tab, press Close and Apply. The first thing I'm going to do is need to change the background color. Now we can start building our roulette table. I'm going to create a text box. Let's play roulette. Change the background. Let's say blue. Change the lettering to white. Say bold. We're going to create a slicer. Need to make this it's not what we want. You look at there we go. So we're going to change this to drop down. I need to make this it's not under drop down list. Right here. So we made it a list. We're going to change the orientation from vertical to horizontal. You can remove the title. Change the background. Let's try orange. The items. Change the background to blue. Font color to white. Trying to get the right size here. All right, so now we're going to create another slicer for the group of 12. Change this to horizontal. I need to make this smaller. Yeah, like that. So move the header. Let's make this transparent. All right. Let's do some more slicers. Horizontal. Move the header. This is going to be over here. Let's see, color selection. We need a slicer for that. Horizontal. Whoops. Odd or even. We need a slicer for that. Change it to horizontal. Try to make it the same width and height. A couple more slicers. One for the black numbers. Actually, we'll keep a background for this one. I can just copy this. Put it underneath it. This would be for the red numbers. So now we are ready to I need another visual. This will be for a card visual. So right here, card visual. This is for a random number. You can remove the category label. So now we're ready to create our DAX measures. First thing I'm going to do is create a virtual table. So I'm going to go to Enter Data. Call this DAX. Measures. This is where we'll place all DAX measures. Got some measures I've already created. First one is going to be for the background color. Of the odd or even numbers. So we'll go DAX measures, create a new measure. Let me check out something. Yeah, so I'm gonna select the random number that gets picked. Go to Format, Background, Conditional Formatting, Field Value, choose DAX Measures and Background Color. Press OK. We'll change the label to white. So the text is white. So 33 is a black color. So I hit refresh. 31 is a black color. 19 is a red color. Create some more measures. This one's going to be if it's odd or even. I can remove this. So check to see if the selected value is odd or even. Zoom in so you can see it. The next couple of measures are going to be for a point system. So if the player guesses the right color, either black or red, they're going to receive 2 points. So that's what this is doing right here. You get points for color. So if the player chooses black, they'll get 2 points if it's correct. If they choose red and it's correct, they'll get 2 points. Next measure I'm going to create is for getting the exact number correct. So if the player selects the correct color, the correct number, they'll receive 35 points. The next measure I'll create is for the group of 12. So if the player selects the correct group of 12, they'll receive 3 points. The next measure that I'm creating is for if the player gets half of the numbers, meaning that if they choose the section that says 1 through 18, if the number falls within that range, they'll receive 2 points. If the player chooses a number between 19 and 36, and they choose that section 19 through 36, they will receive 2 points. Next measure I'll create is if the player selects an odd number, and it is an odd number, they will receive 2 points. If the player chooses an even number, and it is an even number, they'll receive 2 points. Create 3 more measures. The next measure I'm going to create is going to determine the player's skill level. I need to first create a measure for total points. So this will total up all the points that the player receives. Let me go back to the skill level measure. So skill level measure is a switch statement determining what skill level the player is based on the points that he receives. He or she receives. Now we're going to create our card visuals at the top. First one's going to be for the points for exact number. So that's right here. We'll select the card visual, drag that measure in here. Oh, it's the wrong one. This one. Let's make this a little smaller. Copy this. Next measure will be for points for a group of 12. Oh, there you go. Just rename the label here. Next, we make these smaller. Say 25. Yeah, right there. Next one is going to be for points for half numbers. Let's rename this. Next one is going to be for points for odd or even. One at the end is going to be the total points. Let's make that a different color. Let's make these different colors. So down here we have the odd numbers. Now odd numbers are black, so we can change the items. Background, black. And the bottom numbers are red. Now that's just a helper guide to show you which numbers are black and which numbers are in red. We'll create another card visual. This is going to be for the skill level. Change the text size to 25. Let's see, are we ready to test the game? So I'm going to choose third 12. I'm going to say the number is even. And the number is black. So I'm going to guess that the number is going to be 28. Press the refresh. The number was 10. So the number is 10. It was black. So I received 2 points for the color. That's what I didn't put here. I need another measure. Shows the points for color. So I received 2 points for the color, 2 points because the number was even, and I got that right. So I got a total of 4 points. So it says I'm a rookie because I scored 4 points. Let me choose, I'm going to say the number is 15. So 15 is red. No, it's black. 15 is black. Choose black. It's in the second 12 section. And it's between 1 and 18. Let me hit refresh. Number was 18. I received 5 points. So I hope this lesson showed you how you can create a roulette table in Power BI. I want to thank you for joining the live stream. Those of you that are watching the replay, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions. And we'll see you in the next video.